Hello. Someone asked me to talk about free will. Free will and choice, which is part of the free will. And that's a topic that is very, very interesting. And I take a full week on my course to talk about it. So it's not in 5 or 10 minutes that you really get a full and complete answer through all of the aspects of choice. But in a nutshell, free will, the sense of choice, is an appearance within your experience. And most of the time, if you look carefully, you will see that free will is a thought that appear after the fact. Yeah. So is a thought that kind of look back at an event and believe that it has choice. And even if you feel to have choice here and now, let's suppose that you enter into a shop and you can buy two different objects. I can choose to buy a cup of tea, or I can choose to buy coffee. Yeah. So you can feel in the moment that you have choice between two objects. But this impression, it's an appearance, it's a manifestation in your own experience. And if you look carefully, what I'm pointing to is not the disappearance of this impression of choice, because this impression of choice it's apparently part of the human experience. But what can happen is you can really perceive that this impression of choice is appearing within a broader context. Because if you look carefully, I want a cup of coffee or I want a cup of tea is a choice between two objects. So the point is not really to question at this level, but it is to understand and to perceive that this sense of choice, any sense of choice, always appear within a context. You need a context, yeah. You need a reference frame within which you choose two different things appearing in this reference frame. So that is in this example, for example, you enter into a coffee shop and they propose you different kind of coffee or different kind of tea, but you cannot have ice cream. Yeah, so every choice that you experience is always limited through by the 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 environment or the reference frame that is appearing. So if you really want to go deep into this free will, if you want to free yourself from this impression, I mean the impression will still appear, but you will be free from the guilt, from the resentment, and from all of the emotional reactivity about the different choices that seem to appear. So if you really want to go deep into this, you have to perceive that the inquiry is not really about I'm choosing an object. There is different object here I'm choosing. The real question, the real inquiry is, can I choose the entire reference frame within which those choices seem to appear? Yeah, because if you perceive, your experience appears spontaneously in the moment. And you cannot choose your thought, you cannot choose your sensation, and you cannot choose your perception. Everything is arising, and in its arising, it's dissolving already. So the free will of choice, it's a very, very interesting topic. And it's tricky because you have choice from a perspective, but the perspective it's inaccurate. So I am under the impression that I can choose between two objects, but the whole experience of the person which is choosing, the person which is um, uh, doubting which is the best object, all of the objects, the whole environment within which all of the objects appear, all of it is an appearance in my awareness. So when you touch free will, you touch the sense of identity, because you must be someone who choose, and must be something to choose. So they are really interconnected. So I would really recommend you to be sensitive and to understand that the inquiry has to be broader. It has to take the entire experience that you are having, not only the objects, not only the seeming individual that is feeling that have a choice, but also time and space. The whole experiencing field has to be seen as an appearance. I hope this video was useful, was supportive to bring clarity on this topic of free will and choice. If you have any doubt, or if something I say wasn't clear, please you can write a question or comment below. I will be happy to bring more clarity. Thank you. Bye.